One more thing I learned is that when you really screw something up, you can't fix it on your own.
Just watch this.
I see you've chosen betrayal, and you were once so useful to me.
There's a face searching far, so far and wide. There's a place where you dream you'll never find.
Ready to recycle some tin cans?
Just trying to keep up.
Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the words against the day. You may never find your way.
10 years ago, this shot was impossible. 10 years ago, seeing these two characters on the big screen sounded like a joke. 10 years ago, we had this. Man, we have certainly come a long way, haven't we? The Sonic movie franchise has truly done wonders for not just video game movies entirely, but the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise as well. The franchise has been very successful over the last 6 years. It and Detective Pikachu both showed that video game movies can in fact be good, therefore setting a new standard for the genre entirely as well. I mean, it's crazy because originally we were likely never going to have a second film at all because, I mean, come on, we remember the leg day post, right? Thanks to the first film's redesign saving the project, plus it also just being a decent movie, this managed to put Sonic back out there in the public eye in a good way this time. Of course, this also managed to bring the Sonic IP back from the new low it was in at the time in terms of the game setting, with the brand getting so much recognition than ever before with this Hollywood blockbuster, causing Sega to then take a look at this guy and say, wait, people actually still care about him? It's actually still profitable? With the effect of the first film, it was only upward with the Sonic IP. Game releases would be upped and eventually given more money to allow great experiences to be made to push the series forward, the IP becoming more popular to not just gaming, but in the mainstream too. Somewhat. We still gotta recover from a few things. The bottom line is, if you told people in 2015 that there would be a literal Sonic the Hedgehog cinematic universe that competes with big name movies every time one comes out, little to no one would have believed you about that at all. Like this guy doing something like this? Come on. Literally, because the state the franchise was in 10 years ago is nothing to what it is now. 10 years ago, so 2015 to 2016, Sega was at its all-time low with stock, sales, and of course the Sonic IP as a whole. Sonic was just a mere joke. The only people who would even remotely care or even be interested in Sonic from late 2014 were gamers who liked Sonic before, or just Sonic fans in general. Being a Sonic fan at the time was probably the weirdest thing that you could have been. Even as a kid, you couldn't escape the questioning. This is just how it was till kinda Sonic Mania, but even then, that barely sold well and only did well amongst the group of people who I mentioned earlier. But thanks to this first film right here in 2020, with one big redesign that united the entire internet landscape, and I'm not just talking about people who care about Sonic, nor people who play video games, no, anyone who has ever seen or heard of a Sonic was talking about this horrific design. This brought together the entire internet for a short while. You don't see that often, but one of the other big contributors to it was the people behind it that actually cared and had fun behind the scenes when making it. Sure, there was this horrific design at first, but once the backlash was there, they actually got someone who was experienced and stepped in to make the design way better. Therefore, ended up not only making a fun movie, but would start a peak at a franchise that was tanking by the end of the previous decade. It would give it one more spark to ignite a flame, and thanks to the first film's success and the people behind it who actually cared, a fire was lit. And this fire started an upward trend with this franchise, to where now Many could say it's at its best since beginning over 30 years ago, not only now introducing new generations to this amazing series, but also giving those of us who have been a part of the series for a while a little something that makes it all the more worthwhile that you stuck with this series even through the dark times. That way, you can truly look back at the scenes like these and see how far the series has truly come. And this is something interesting to think about, because of how far the series has come in 10 years from this. Think about where it can go when it's 10 years from this.